Hi, Demi here. Before the video starts, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 8,200 monthly listeners, and obviously the big flex of it all, getting in fucking Planet Rave, crazy. I also just want to say before the video starts, thank you so much to VisualUnitt for making the most amazing Spotify canvas I've ever seen. You're gonna see it at the end of the video. It's so good. I beg, please go and follow them on Instagram, Twitter. They also have a TikTok. Fuck it, commission them. Order their shit. It's so good. Anyway, here's the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Hi, I'm Flowerboy Demi, and today I'm going to show you how I made Star Queen Yuki. So I'm just going to basically talk about the structure of the song, my idea when creating the song, and also the vibe I was going for when creating it. So when I made Star Queen Yuki, obviously we're going to go into everything from all of these, so all the build up to it, the drums, what I did to them, mastering, all this shit, like that's all here. I'm just going to basically talk about it. So yeah, now before I get into everything, I just want to say if you haven't already, you should check out my Spotify. If you haven't, if you are, then that's pretty cool. My Twitter, Instagram, all be below. All my links to my socials will be below, so you can check me out there. You get updates from my music. I also stream on Twitch sometimes, mainly playing games or even like streaming me making songs and music, everything like that. So yeah, now let's go into it. So let's talk about this first part. You know, obviously we got my tag here. I got that made by someone a long time ago, and obviously the intro. So that melody is this melody here. I'm using Flex for it. I'm using Fairy Sparkle, and the melody just goes like this. And on my chain, I have parametric EQ, so I took out, let's see, how much did I take out? 444 hertz on the low end, multi-band compressor. I don't know what I put on it. It never tells me, but I use multi-band compressor for most of my stuff. Pancake 2, this is a hidden gem. If you're not using Pancake 2, it's amazing. It basically auto pans. You can choose like what signature you want it in, so like stuff like this. I normally put it on 2 bars, depends on what you're kind of going for. And I have Schematics Origin, not a good plugin, using Energetic. So yeah, let's look at, and when that plays here, so those chords are, I think, what are they on actually? Bass chords. Alright, so they're on track 8. So these chords are just normal chords. And I'm using Flex for that again. I am using I don't know how the fuck you say that. I'm just using this. I'm using this. It just plays like this. So. On my chain for that, I only have 2 things. So I took out a bit of the low end here. I had it and it was a bit clashy, so I took it out. And then most of the high end on, what is that? I don't know, about 9,000, 8,000, and 130, 132 hertz on the. Okay, this is low pass. Never mind, that's high pass. I'm losing my mind. And then I have RC20 vinyl 2, just just a bit of warmth for it. Then we go to the bass. I always layer my tracks as like the main thing will go on 5, the bass will go on 6, just a me thing. So the bass just plays like this. Follows the chords. It's nice and thick, nice long. Now I'm using Creeper Drone. Basically, I only pretty much used Flex for this. And I've got a multi-band compressor. I'm always using bass boost on It doesn't. I don't know why it never just shows it off like that. But I'm always using bass boost, and for this I cut out most of the high end, and because I wanted like a nice, you know, flat sound, like, you know, high bassy sound. I wanted all the low end taken out, the high end, sorry, high end taken out, and basically just do that. Okay, so then we go to sub bass, same thing. I'll just play this first section. Hold on, I'll play this first section here. Aye, bruh. Yeah, these are, so I believe we got some pan 8. I basically use pretty much the same drum break throughout this whole song, most of it anyway. So this is from the Almond Break. I believe it's Breaks Compilation 1. I could be wrong. 135. Yeah, compilation 1. It's a Rex file, so you can just drag it into Slice X, and you can slice it however you want. Sounds like this. And basically what I did here on this break was I literally just put on, so it has, this is like just for the intro, so it has RC20, digital texture, Maximus. I don't know which one it is, but I'm always either using like the punchy drums, and then I take out the low frequencies because I want to add my own kick. Sometimes I don't, and then obviously gross beat for when it comes in. So yeah, and then we play this next bit, which is the drop. Then we have something new. So we have the main melody with a lead. Crazy. So this lead is basically the same thing, but I believe it's a higher octave. Let me just double check. No, it's not a higher octave. I thought it was a higher octave, my bad. Alright, so this lead just plays like this. And that is this one. And I'm using forward march. And on the chain we have, again, it doesn't tell me, it really annoys me. I just use multi-band compressor a lot. Retro game mono, because I didn't want it to be stereo, I wanted it a mono sound. Took out all the lows, all the fucking lows. I want it to be nice and crispy, delay free. Basically just here. Nothing here. I normally do like take out bits here because it sounds cool, but I already had RC20. So like without RC20 it sounds like this. With RC20 it sounds like this. So much better. And then we have the drums. So this was just this drum here. So basically, I think this one is pan 2. Yeah, so basically it was a long, I think it's this long drum break here. Yeah, it's basically this part, but I just cut this off and just had it kept playing because I really like the sound of it. And on this bus we have, obviously, take out low end, Maximus, punchy drums obviously, bit of gross beat here and there, some flanger for when you need it, and these are the drums on their own, so obviously kicks, I'm using Kick Fleshy. I don't know where that's from. Don't know, but you know, if you know, you know. And obviously here, what I've done is I chopped off some bits and I was like, oh, this sounds cool. So I've done some automation, put a bit of flanger there, added these things. It's like, you know, a bit of panning, quite nice. And then it just goes the same again, basically. So it just plays again, same. And then we have this bit of automation here with the drums, which I really like, which I really liked. Honestly, I really love the automation on this song. So we have gross beat for that one, I think. Wait, is that the right one? Oh, it's just the flanger. Yeah, so gross beat, we have literally just this one gross beat, which is strange. I normally use quite a lot of gross beat on most of my drums because I don't really like breaking stuff, but I didn't need to, so you know. I also did a lot of stuff in terms of like messing around with shit. So like here, I'll play the pattern. So I was like messing around with stuff like this to add this kind of glitchy effect. So I didn't need to do anything in the long run. But yeah, you have this little bit here. A lot of wacky panning and, you know, automation. And it goes into this section. So obviously you're playing the main melody, just bass and sub bass, and then we have this drum, which was so fun to make. I loved making this. Again, it's the same thing. My favorite. So that's just playing this. So I literally just messed around with stuff like this. Yeah, it's just playing that. So we'll just play this section again. Then we have this new drum pattern, just chopped. So I just chop this, add the automation to it, so it just plays like this. And then in the song, it plays, goes with the, play with the automation. And obviously we just play the whole thing. Okay, and we got this melody here, which is, what pattern are you on? 11. So on here I literally just have delay. That's it, just delay, and I took reduction rate on 2600 hertz. Just, I wanted a bit of a glitchy effect. I think probably using flex, yeah. And I'm using sponged up, and it's just like this. If you want to work. Because the reason I did this was because it goes with the main melody. So when it's together with the main melody, you get this. Then we have new drum breaks. So we got this one here. Yeah, pretty much just that's what that plays for the whole like 4 bars. And it changes to this one. Bruh, change to this one. Then after that we get this one for when we start getting these. I'll just, you know, I'll just play it. Just play the song for the drums up to, yeah, because we've had this bit already. So I'll just play the drums. So with these bits here, I really wanted automation and I wanted glitchy effects. So I went with like, you know, lots of, you know, multiple stuff. So that on its own doesn't sound great, but then when you add the automation to it, you know, it's, yeah, it does 10 times more. This one, same thing. All these are the reason why it sounds the way it does. The automation is the reason why it sounds the way it does. I'll just zoom out. Yeah. So that one, again, on its own, doesn't sound great. You play it with the automation. So you have like, mainly it's the flanger, and obviously like the panning doing all the work here. And, you know, so we'll play this bit again from here. So this bit, obviously. Then we have this one here, which is just this. Bit of spacing, and then obviously we play the whole thing. Play from here. Yeah, that's pretty much the song. Just lots of drum automation, lots of automation in general, messing about with stuff, you know. The kind of vibe I went for with this song was, I don't really know, like, I can't explain it because it just came to me. There was no real incentive making this song. I wasn't planning on making a song like this. It just kind of came to me, and it naturally, I just kept adding and adding and adding and messing around. Like, I've used pretty much all of this is literally just from the chords. I'm not gonna lie. There was no, I didn't sit here and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know, all these chords, I'm gonna go like this or like this. No, this is just arpeggiated. This is literally, I went here, it's like, hey, arpeggiate, pick the thing, what sounded well, and this is what I picked. Right, the bass, I just followed the bass notes. This is literally that. And then this is again arpeggiated, but I took out some notes because you can see there's notes here, there's notes missing. I just added, it's literally just the same thing, right? But it just came to me. There was no thought process going through it. I didn't think, oh, I'm going to add this, I'm going to add that. With the drums, I didn't want to really use like waveforms on drums because I've been doing that way too often. So I wanted to go for a kind of different kind of feel with the drums. I wanted them to like, in a way, I wanted the drums to kind of carry the song. I didn't want it to be the melodies or the chords or the bass or anything, or like, you know, the main core of the song. I wanted it to be the drums. Like, I feel like drums are so important when it comes to music production. Oh, they are important. They are one of the most important things. But like, having them sound a certain way is probably the best thing. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the song. That's the whole song. That's the whole rundown. That's, yeah. Okay, but on the real though, if you enjoyed this video, please tell me. It's my first time really doing something like this, explaining a song and running down and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. Like the video and shit. Like, you didn't like it, tell me. I don't really give a fuck. You don't like it, you don't like it. Simple, innit? Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Again, all my stuff's below if you want to come check me out. Yeah. Peace.